What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a minute since I've posted, but there's reason. I'm sorry. I know everyone kind of bugs me about being consistent with posting, but the real reason is I take apart these bikes and I give the motor to the guy I need to give the motor to, the frame, to powder coating, all these different sources that I use to make these bikes the way that they are. And unfortunately, it takes time. So the time has finally come to pick up some parts. I picked up the frame as well as a lot of the other parts that I got powder coated, and just waiting on the engine. Suspension's still gonna take a minute and should be able to pick up the wheels in the next week or so. So I'll be able to show you guys that shortly. But in today's video, I just wanted to kind of touch on the frame, reveal the color. I'm really excited about it, and then show you the other parts that I got done as well. Again, we went with Specialized Coatings down in Huntington Beach, California. The same group of guys that I used on the last build on the KTM that ended up turning into a gas. I'm really excited to kind of show this off and show you what it looks like in the sun mainly. We're pulling up to the shop right now, so I hope you guys enjoy it. And if you guys have any suggestions or ideas on what's to come in the future with the bike, then go ahead and comment. Let me know what you're thinking. And as always, give the video a thumbs up, subscribe if you don't already. But without further ado, let's go check this frame out. All right, guys, so here it is. This is pretty much the same process that we did with the raw frame. So what's done here is the paint is chemically stripped off, and there's some micro polishing. I'll show it in the sun in a second. You can see the polishing a little better. And then the welds are heated up a little bit, like torched, and kind of gives it a little bit more of an exaggerated look with the welds. And then instead of doing just a regular clear coat this time, we went with a translucent candy apple red. I wanted to stick with the red frame with the gas look. I think it looks really cool, and I can't wait to see what the black engine looks like in here. In this lighting, it doesn't look as bright, especially on camera. I'll take it outside in just a second, but really happy with the way this thing came out. And then with the black swing arm, black linkage parts, as well as black engine hangers. I might try and get a hold of CMT, get some more carbon ones like we have on the KTM, and then the black foot brake as well. Everything else is probably going to be aftermarket. Obviously, you got to get exhaust, and I have the same foot pegs almost that I have on the KTM, so I won't be using those. I went with the Pro line by Moto Stuff. These tie foot pegs are absolutely insane. They're really good work and high quality, that's for sure. But I went with the ones with no bracing in the middle. The reason I did that is they're actually, I think they're a mud spec, but I've ridden with them like one time on the factory TLD bikes. You can almost feel like the ball of your foot like sitting in that little groove when this bracing isn't there. Obviously the rider's preference, I don't know. I wanted to try those at this time, so I think those would be really sick. But I'm gonna go ahead and take this thing out to my truck and show you guys what it looks like in the sunlight. All right, so hopefully this shows up on camera as bright as it is in person. I definitely went with a darker color than the normal gas red that comes stock, but I figured I'd rather go darker than lighter because I was really worried about this turning out a little too pink. So again, the translucent candy apple red just looks insane. I'm really excited to see what the black engine, black swing arm, and all the other parts that are really gonna make this thing pop, as well as the red plastics. So hopefully you guys are digging this as much as I am. It's hard to see, maybe I can get the right angle, but there's this micro polishing that they do to kind of make it a little bit more like glossy style look. So yeah, again, Kelly down at Specialized Powder Coating did an amazing job, so shout out to those guys. And I'm just really excited for this thing to come together. All right, guys, so today's video is obviously a lot shorter than normal. Obviously don't have much to work on without having the motor back, and I really need to get that in before I start putting the swing arm on or any of the other parts. So just wanted to show you guys kind of what we're working with and get you guys a little bit more hyped up, hopefully as hyped as I am to get this thing all finished up in the next month or so. And I will be filming every little bit of progress that I make. If you're new to the channel, thank you for watching, and if you're back, then thanks again for tuning in, and we will see you in the next one. Thank you, guys.
There goes a sight,